And now it's time for the return of news from around the world. It's Meanwhile In. Meanwhile, in Israel, they are actually leading the world in vaccinating their population. But what about Palestine? Okay, that's an important question. Right now, you can see that Israel is actually, they've inoculated more than half of actual Israelis. The UAE is doing very well. The USA is down there somewhere. I don't even think that 9.4 is actually accurate, but the BBC is saying it is. Anyway, but what about the Palestinians who are living under a military occupation as well as a blockade that makes it significantly harder to get basic medical supplies, let alone cutting edge, newly released and not cheap vaccines? Well, Israel has said that it's gonna transfer 5,000 doses to the Palestinians in the West Bank and Gaza so the vaccinations can begin for frontline health workers there. So that's like they've already vaccinated more than half their population. They're talking about some of the frontline healthcare workers might soon get access to it. Now, the situation for Palestinians is really gonna depend on where you live. In occupied East Jerusalem, all Palestinians are entitled to be vaccinated against COVID by Israel. That's because Palestinians in East Jerusalem have Israeli residency status. So those living there pay Israeli taxes and have access to Israeli health insurance. And as of right now, to give you an idea of the scale of the problem, according to the WHO, there have been more than 178,000 confirmed coronavirus cases and more than 2,000 deaths among Palestinians in the West Bank, East Jerusalem, and Gaza, with the case fatality rate being 1.1%. It's a proportion of reported infections which result in a person dying. In Israel, it's 0.7%. So if you get sick, where you live in that area very much could determine whether you survive it.
And you think they don't know this? You know.
Sure they
and also, by the way, this, and I don't know the geographical makeup or the divisions and barriers that are put up in the area, but when you don't provide vaccination or help for folks that live in a certain area just because you don't like them, it doesn't mean that the thing doesn't spread still. So it can still get to other aspects. It can still get to the people that you prefer to be safe and healthy. That could potentially, I don't know what kind of divisions are put up. So maybe they do have something in place to make sure that the folks that they're underserving don't get anything, and also the people that they're serving are shielded from it. I don't know, but if that's not the case, it's kind of not helpful to do this in the first place, even if you're being selfish.
Totally, yeah. And I would say, for the Americas as well. In any event, the Palestinian government says that they are gonna be attempting to purchase enough vaccines to at least get up to maybe 20% vaccinated at some point, but it's not gonna be easy. There's an international rush on this. It's expensive, it's difficult to get stuff in there. So it is very much going to have to be on Israel to make this available because of the current situation there.
Right.
And I wanna give credit to one US politician that is trying to put pressure on Israel in this area. That is new Congressman Jamal Bowman, who tweeted, "Every single human being has the right to be protected from the global enemy of COVID-19. This week, he apparently wrote to the Israeli acting consul general about distributing the vaccine to Palestinians and is going to be meeting to talk more about it. And he goes on to say, "As a black man living in America, I know the feeling of being neglected by my government and society." And so,
how dare he?
Exactly, it makes me sick that he's focusing on this. But no, it's awesome leadership to care about people who are thousands of miles away and trying to make sure that they don't needlessly die. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.